Hi, welcome to Bipolar Boxing Picks. This is Nick. Saturday evening, we have Shavkat Rahkminov versus Joe Cordina. This is an awesome fight. I cannot wait for this fight. It's the second, the second most exciting fight happening that day, next to Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. But this fight, I want to see more than any fight on that undercard or whatever. And it's just great. You'll have a couple hours in between, but this fight should be happening right around like 5 o'clock and 5 o'clock Eastern time. That's usually when those anything from the around the UK area. They usually get their main events in the United States right around like 5 o'clock p.m. But this just like that, there's a lot of similarities with this and the Tank Davis fight. I see this as like the same type of fight because I'm not going to be surprised at any outcome in this fight. Any one of the four outcomes, I could see any of them happening. I could make a case for anything to happen. But the more and more I watch these two fighters, I just think Rakhmanov's too easy to get hit. I kept watching because the Jojo Diaz fight is the one I focused on the most for this fight, and unfortunately, the other thing I focused on the most from the Cordina side was his last fight. That knockout was absolutely amazing, and I remember betting him in that fight. He was not a big favorite, so like that other dude was like he was a real good fighter. So, but Cordina looked absolutely phenomenal in that fight, and like that was not like a fluke knockout or anything. The way he set that up, it was amazing. And Rakhmonov is kind of a fighter like that guy. Like he comes forward, he's not very defensively sound. I know Rakhmonov has the Olympic pedigree. He's got Freddie Roach in his corner. But for as much as that is, like I said, I got to go back to the Jojo Diaz fight. He just gets hit too often, in my opinion. Jojo Diaz is a good fighter. I just think Diaz is actually a step below even that Diaz. That was a good Jojo Diaz. I know he's fallen off in the last couple of fights, but that was a good Jojo Diaz that he fought. It wasn't enough, and I want to say I judged that fight for Rakhmonov, but you can go either way. But like Rakhmonov didn't look terrible. It's just if you get hit that much against a guy like Jojo Diaz, you're gonna get hit a lot more by Cordina, and it's gonna be a lot cleaner. Cordina may not have the power that Diaz has, but when you hit somebody with a punch that they don't see coming, it hurts a lot. And that's what Cordina did in his last fight. And like I said, I got to keep going back to that fight for him. That was a really good performance, and that's the main reason I take him here. If you ask me who's going to win this fight, maybe like 3 years ago, I might have said Rakhmonov. And that's the case I'll make for Rakhmonov winning this fight would be Rakhmonov can just outvalue Joe Cordina. Joe Cordina is going to fight off the back foot. Like there's the similarity to the Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. If you watch that video of mine, like it's pretty much the same thing. I think is going to happen. Is Joe Cordina is going to fight off his back foot because he'll want to. He knows Rakhmonov's going to come forward. There's no reason to meet him in the center of the ring and swing with him. Joe Cordina doesn't have to do that. He's got great boxing ability. He's a very, very smart fighter. So he doesn't have to do that against Rahkminov. Rahkminov will come to him. But the problem you risk there is just like those fighters, like Tank Davis, like Mauricio Lara, eventually I think a very good boxer puncher will beat them. Or a very defensively sound fighter will beat guys like that because you just don't have a volume. They will get just enough volume to win rounds, but then you won't be able to knock them out when it counts. Shavkat Rahkminov's not that type of fighter. He's going to come forward the whole fight. So even if he's up rounds, I think Joe Cordina gets a late stoppage, and that'll be like my official prediction would be Joe Cordina in the ninth round knockout. He's gonna step on the gas right around eighth round, but really whenever he wants to, I think he can clock Rahkminov clean. I just think he'll wait till later on to do it. But he might be down on the cards at the time because Rahkminov is just going to keep coming forward. He's going to hit Cordina. He's going to get him up against the ropes, land dirty boxing, dirty shots, and stuff like that. And he's going to steal rounds. But eventually, I just see Cordina catching him. Like I can't get that last fight out of my head with him. Cordina, the punches he landed, and that like I said, that fighter came forward a lot too. So it just doesn't seem to be the style. Like this is another thing. Like styles make fights. I'm not going to say one of these fighters is better than the other, but if you ask me to take when these fighters are very equal, I tend to like just look at the styles and what style I like. And Shavkat Rahkminov doesn't have anything special to me. Joe Cordina has a little bit more of a special ability to him, and that's pretty much his brain. He's just so smart in there. I think that and his timing is just gonna catch Rahkminov and it's gonna hurt him. And Rahkminov might not even go down. It might just be a TKO stoppage. That's what I'm gonna say. Ninth round TKO. I think when he hits him, he's gonna hurt him. He'll get him up against the ropes, and the referee will just stop it and wave it off because he's hitting him with too many clean punches. That's my thing with Cordina. Like, he throws so many. His shots are so clean. They land so clean. That's why he could win a decision in this fight too, because Rahkminov will outvolume him, but the cleaner punches are going to be coming from Cordina. But I mean, you can't knock Rahkminov here because that's what he has to do to win. He's going to have to outvolume him. I don't think there's any way he knocks out Joe Cordina, even though I think he said he has to knock him out. He's not going to be able to win a decision, which he could be right there. You don't know if you're going to be able to win a decision in Wales. But it wouldn't be a smart idea, in my opinion. Just try to outvolume the guy. Hope he doesn't land enough clean shots. And maybe you can steal it in the judge's eyes because of just like I said, based off your pure volume. That would be his easiest route to victory. But I mean, if I got to put my money on somebody, which I will be, I'll be putting it on Joe Cordina. I think he's a little bit bigger of a favorite than Tank Davis, but these fights are right around the same odds. But I think Cordina's closer to like minus 300. He's going down a little bit. I saw like 270 out there earlier today. I almost hopped on that. But I would take him. I can't see him losing this fight. I can't see him losing in Wales. Just give me the guy who I think's the better fighter anyways, and in his hometown. Give me Cordina. But let me know what you guys think in the bottom. Have a good one.